You know, I sit here and I work god awful hours. This is Sunday, and I had to come down here at 7 o'clock to go do this frickin' place. Every other time I come here, I come every 2 months. The manholes to this thing that I do is literally in front of their front door. These ass clowns that live in these condos over here whine, cry, bitch, and moan whenever I do this job. At least every other time the cops get called, and about once a year one of the cops will actually show up, look at me, wave at me, and drive away. Because what I'm doing is an ordinance that's set up by the county and the city that has to be done. So if it's not me, some other company's going to show up with their truck and do it. So what's these people think they're going to do? So what did we talked to the management, and one management gave us permission to come a little early. So I got to come out here and shut their front door mostly down, take over 4 parking spots up here to get the job done, so I could get done in a reasonable time. Otherwise, they close at 10, so normally I'd be starting at 10 and finishing up about 1 in the morning, which is why these people over here would cry, bitch, and moan. Back in the spring, one of them actually came out and said, somebody's going to come out here and shoot you. Why'd you move in the city? Why'd you live in the city? I don't get it, right? Okay, so MAGA, leadership anyway, and the old Republican Party, which is dead now, it died. I don't know what's left of it. It doesn't qualify as a party anymore. MAGA took it over. Okay. Y'all keep hot fired talk about, we got to do something about Social Security. No, your ultimate dream is to get rid of Social Security, to get rid of Medicare and Medicaid. Why? What's in it for you? The real reason is you want to privatize it so you can make money off of it. Medicare has an administrative budget of about 2%. So that means 98% of your tax dollars, my tax dollars that we pay into the Medicare system our entire freaking lives, 98% of it goes to you and me for our health care, if you qualify for it. Private health care, how much of it goes to their bottom line? I mean, right off the bat, 20%, 25%. Costs, operational expenses. Then their profit margin. I was told and taught back in economics, if you're going to do something, you should give yourself a 33.3% profit margin, i.e. if it costs material costs to manufacture and sell an item, a widget costs $1, you charge $1.33 plus tax. That way you get a profit out of it. So corporate America is doing it for profit for their shareholders, which once again I point out 70-80% of shareholders anymore are the same elites who own the fucking companies that are screwing you over, America. Oh, that's not true. Really? How many people do you know personally that have a stock portfolio that they can retire on, that they can make comfortable living from the revenue, the dividends coming in? The average American back in the day, if they had a good job, worked at a company that gave them a pension, and a lot of those pension funds got invested in things like the stock market and other stuff. But they've done a real credible job over the last 35, 40 years of pretty much whacking the damn unions. The unions are a mere shadow of what they once were. And look how bad things are. How bad the average American's life is. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. These people effing you over. These people keep effing you over. And you keep re-electing these people who keep effing you over. But they're doing a really good job of distracting you with these other issues. The trans, the immigrants, the list just goes on. It's a smoke and mirrors. It's all bullshit. It's designed to keep you screwed up, angry, and in their control. How do you like that? How free do you really feel in this country of ours? How free are we, really? YouTube could decide to delete my damn video today, the minute I post it. Half my video, demonetized. Well, that's a joke. I ain't getting no money out of this shit. Ain't enough subscribers on this channel. Ain't enough subscribers on my other channel to see any kind of money. YouTube's managed to conveniently screw most of us small YouTube content providers out of even pennies. You know, it'd be nice if I could get $100 out of my video channel once a year. That'd be awesome, just because I would say, hey, I actually getting $100 that I worked my ass off for, instead of just do everything for free, which is what I do. You know, what are they really pulling? And I have to ask myself, I ask this to everybody and nobody seems to have an answer. Nobody gives a fuck, right? What is the wealthy elite's going to do when there's no money left? They have all the wealth and we can't barely scrape by. What good does all that do these corporations if we can't afford to buy their crap? At what point do we reach this fail where even the big corporations fail because there just isn't enough people that can afford to buy their crap? How far, America, do these people have to push you before you have nothing left to lose? How far are you from that right now? Half of the country is one paycheck away from utter terrible problem, failure. You know, what are you going to do then? How are you going to fix it? Can it be fixed? You know, something happened since Reagan, little by little, and both parties are complacent here. Both parties, all these politicians, most of them are in on it, one level or another. Whether they recognize it or not, the fact is they all playing part of the same bullshit game. All part of the good old boy network that's trying to take over the country. Do you think this will end well? Do you really think this will end well? Yeah. It's hard. And part of me just wants to get the insanity on with. Get it on with it. Let's see them. We're already seeing the beginnings of it. They're coming for Social Security. They're coming for Medicare. Trump's flat out said he's going to lower corporate tax rates to 15%. 15%. How much are you paying for taxes? How is it fair that they pay less than we do? How is that fair? We'll make the argument, how is it fair that they pay more than we do? They have a hell of a lot more than we do for starters. But more importantly, where did their billions come from? Didn't just come out of nowhere. I would rather see 100 billionaires than 1 trillionaire. But you know what makes it even better than 1 trillionaire and 100 billionaires? How about 10,000 millionaires? 100,000 millionaires. 100,000 multimillionaires. They keep going on about this idea that, okay, well, the tariffs, for example, they're going to bring back industry and manufacturing, and they're gonna, you know, all these companies are getting ready to ramp up. What? They're gonna come back here and build a bunch of brand new factories to produce crap that we produced 30 years ago, to create jobs that don't pay that great, with no fucking benefits or hardly no benefits worth having? Really? That's America you want? You deserve it. The truth is, we deserve this bullshit. They won't succeed at it. Not in the long term. Would-be dictators and concepts like this never last. But they can endure quite a while. You know, it could be we could all be dead and buried before this resolves itself. Kind of suffering and bullshit y'all gonna have to deal with between now and then? That's my question. I mean, every time I hear people bitch, all I want to do is slap them in the head. Wake the fuck up, man. Wake up, America. Wake up. Honest.